He says in verse 5, right, when you pray. When you pray. Not if by chance you happen to pray, disciples, or if you decide that prayer might be a good idea. Not on the rare occasion that you think to pray. Jesus said, when you pray. We need to view prayer as the breath of our spiritual life, in the same way that you couldn't not breathe for a long period of time without dying. We need to view prayer as the source, in one sense, of spiritual nourishment, of life being brought into us as we commune with God in prayer. We need to view it as something that if we don't have, right, we recognize death, sin will begin to set in to our lives. A retired pastor, Tim Keller, he tells a story of how one evening, after a really difficult season in ministry, his wife came to him, and 9/11 had just happened. His wife was battling with Crohn's disease. He had just been diagnosed with a type of cancer, and his wife came to him and she said, "Honey, we need to pray together every single night." And he says that she gave him this illustration to highlight how she felt about how important this was for them as followers of Jesus, but also just as a married couple. She said, imagine that you were diagnosed with such a lethal condition that the doctor told you that you would die within hours unless you took a particular medicine, a pill every night before going to sleep. Imagine that you were told that you could never miss it or that you would die. Would you forget? Would you not get around to it some nights? No, it would be so crucial that you wouldn't forget, you would never miss it. Well, if we don't pray together, she said, we're not going to make it because of everything we have going on, because of all that we're facing. I'm certainly not. We have to pray. We can't just let it slip our minds.